The movie begins with a hunter sharing the story of a wolf who is eyeing a goat's family. The hunter is residing in a cave, hears a movement, and heads out to look out for any danger. Soon he is attacked by the wolf, as his daughter looks on. The wolf goes on to attack the little girl as well. Circa 2022, Bhaskar Sharma is a contractor who is assigned the job of building a road that passes through a forest in Arunachal Pradesh. Bhaskar is keen on getting this job done, for he is banking on the money he would make if the deal was sanctioned by the locals and the local authorities. Bhaskar is a money-minded, city-bred man who is yet to be in touch with nature to be able to understand how people and animals are connected to it. Bhaskar agrees to the terms, thinking he would be able to easily convince the locals to give up their forest land for the sake of development, which Bhaskar considers more important than conserving the environment. Bhaskar heads to Arunachal Pradesh with his cousin Janardhan and is joined by his friend Jomin. Jomin arranges a home for them in a populated town near the project he will be proposing. Jomin, Bhaskar, and Janardhan are joined by Mr. Panda, who will be the contact between Bhaskar and the locals. Bhaskar puts the deal in front of them, which is vehemently opposed by the villagers. Bhaskar hoped his throwing of words like development and progress would make sure the villagers would agree to part with their land. Bhaskar, on the way back to his accommodation, is chased and bitten by a wolf in the middle of the night. Janardhan and Jomin take him to veterinarian Dr. Anika Mittal, who tries her best to treat him, giving him a painkiller and dressing up the wound. The next day, Bhaskar wakes up with a different feeling about himself and his body. He has well-toned abs and arms. His teeth are sharp, and the wound he got from the bite healed overnight. His senses have changed, his hunger has increased, and now he is a non-vegetarian. Bhaskar is constantly craving all kinds of meat. He is confused to see his body going through such changes. He wants answers but can't seem to find them. He can hear whispers, which start bothering him. Meanwhile, Bhaskar finally gets approval from the youth of the village to form a consensus on cutting down the trees to construct the road. On the night of a music festival, an animal attack gravely injures one of the officials connected to the road project. A few days later, another official attached to the project is found dead inside the office with CCTV footage of the wolf attacking him to death. The three of them are initially not concerned by the turn of events, but soon Bhaskar spews out blood vomit which alarms Janardhan and Jomin. They consult Dr. Anika, who suggests giving him another painkiller, but the wolf in him takes over, and with all his strength, he picks up the bed. His cousin and friend conclude that his behavior is not normal, and he needs to get a checkup. From Panda, they come to know of Vishanu, who, as per local rumor, is a man-eating animal that will attack those who propose the idea of destroying the forest. The villagers remain hush-hush about the existence of such a creature, but the deaths that are emerging make it seem that the creature is back on an attacking spree. Panda also reveals that anyone Vishanu bites would turn into a werewolf on a full moon night. That person will also gain the power of shape-shifting into a werewolf at his or her own will. Janardhan and Jomin run to check on Bhaskar, only to see him fully transformed into a werewolf and heading out for a hunt. They chase after Bhaskar, the werewolf, in their car, only to be viciously attacked by him. Thankfully, they were inside the car and were able to figure out it was Bhaskar by looking at the shorts he was wearing. These blue shorts are visible in the CCTV footage of another official of the project that was killed by the same werewolf. The police decided to use it as evidence to locate the animal. Janardhan decides to burn the cloth away but fails to do that. Dr. Anika mentions that it is not scientifically possible for someone to turn into another animal, as it can be a clinical condition called lycanthropy, where a human being has a delusion that he or she has turned into a wolf. Dr. Anika helps with everything possible so that Bhaskar does not feel alienated. Bhaskar comes back home naked after every full moon night of transformation. He is unable to get a grip on his transformations, and Dr. Anika always comes to rescue him. She takes him to a special spot of hers on top of a hill and talks about why this forest is an important part of this village. Anika believes Bhaskar will stay back because he has started loving the greenery and understands its importance. The killings keep happening at the hands of Bhaskar as a werewolf, and he, sadly, can relive these memories. Janardhan and Jomin try to tie him up to a pillar inside a wood mill so that after the transformation, he does not run away. Sadly, they are caught by the local policeman, and he films the transformation. Bhaskar, as the werewolf, does not harm his cousin and friends, but Vishanu kills the police and rescues Bhaskar. Bhaskar and the Vishanu werewolf seem to have a connection that both Janardhan and Jomin can see. Bhaskar knows he is innocent. All the killings happen because of his transformation, not because he intends to murder anyone. Mr. Panda finally reveals that he knows it is Bhaskar who is the werewolf bitten by Vishanu, and offers to help all four of them. He takes them to a local healer-magician who conveys that on the night of the new moon, Vishanu should bite the infected on the same spot to get rid of the transformation and other werewolf capabilities. All four of them help Bhaskar by making him armor using cricket gear and revealing the part where he was bitten as bait for the Vishanu. The same night, local police forced a guerrilla group to tranquilize Vishanu. As Bhaskar is waiting for the real werewolf, Vishanu is hit and tranquilized by the officers. Vishanu retreats to a cave, and Bhaskar follows it to the cave, only to find out Dr. Anika is Vishanu, a 100-year-old beast, safeguarding the forest from poachers and dwellers who want to destroy the forest. Bhaskar is surprised to learn Anika always wanted to protect the forest, and spoke in favor of how the forest helps them breathe and is the lung of the country. Destroying it would mean destroying the habitats of many living beings. She wanted to kill Bhaskar, but didn't because she thought he grew to like nature and would stop the project. Anika transforms again to head out, but she is captured by the guerrilla group and the forest rangers, and she is set to be executed publicly by the police. Bhaskar, gaining all the power he can, transforms into a werewolf and heads to the courtyard of the police station to distract the police and rescue Anika. She is released by the local healer, and along with Bhaskar, massacre the police station, only to be calmed by the healer himself. Both head to the forest as werewolves. Anika is badly hurt, and both are headed toward Anika's favorite spot. Anika dies of her wounds. Bhaskar mopes for her and decides to make the road project go around the forest and not through it. And with that, we come to the end of our movie. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on the exciting content to come. Hit that notification bell and let's continue exploring the world together. Thank you for watching.